splendidly. Speed it up a little!
Oh, this must be our favorite Lucy episode of all time. My favorite. Yours too, Chris?
It's so hard to
Come
pick
on.
one. Lucy was a brilliant comedian. The writers were brilliant. This has got to be one of my favorites for sure.
Keep them going. We tried to recreate this once. There's no recreating
Yeah,
this.
we did try to do it once. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's harder than it
Classics.
looks.
Yeah. Time for your domestic dish today. You can make some chocolate. That'd be fun. But a new study says babies who cry too much could be at risk of behavior problems later in life. Researchers say infants who excessively sleep, feed, and cry might be showing early signs of not being able to regulate their actions. The types of problems include ADHD, aggressive or destructive behavior, and temper tantrums. If you're looking to spend Earth Day outside with the kids, here's a free idea. Today is free at the Denver Botanic Gardens as well as the Chatfield location. Both locations are open until 5 o'clock today, so good thing to head out and do right after school if you have a chance. All right, time for my product of the day. I like this. Someone sent this to me. It's a local person, and it's called the Hurdy Hug. So when the kids get those little boo-boos, as they always do, they run into things and they get the little bruises or they have an owie, you put this in the freezer, you take it out. But here's what's so cute about it, Chris.
Yeah.
These are the arms to the Hurdy Hug. So here, get a shot of Chris. When you hit your head, Chris,
Right? Yeah, sure.
just put the little Hurdy
Oh, you
Hug
put the
right
Hurdy
around it.
Hug on
Yeah,
it.
just put the Hurdy Hug on it. And it's nice and cold. So it's $15.99. You can get it at hurdyhug.com.
Really dignified. That's
You
cool.
know,
I love the Hurdy
I
Hug.
hope the little boo-boo gets better.
Thank you, Mom. Cute stuff. I like it. You have great tips. The Hurdy Hug.
Hurdy Hug.
All right, now we've talked before about this organization. They're a great group that gives Denver kids a voice in court when nobody else stands up for them.
My name's Alonzo Portlock, and I'm 3 years old, and I'm sitting on the front steps. My brother and I were waiting for my mother to come out and take us to the beach. So our mother's inside the house doing what she normally does. You know, she's probably getting high, but we're waiting for her on the steps. And all of a sudden, this woman comes out of the house and just stabs me in the back 4 times.
Hi, my name is Pamela Butler, and I am 6 years old. We've been traveling in the car for quite some time now, and it's cold. And tonight we'll be sleeping in the back of a U-Haul, and we don't have any blankets.
Alonzo and Pamela, just 2 of the success stories from CASA, court-appointed special advocates. Okay, they then become legal voices for kids who are taken into orphanages or need foster care. It's a great, great program.
Yeah, a new study says more than 11,000 kids each year are neglected or abused in Colorado, and that number is on the rise. And facts are, you probably know one. Our own Libby Weaver is a board member for CASA, and they are looking for more volunteers who can help out these kids. The 2 people you saw in that video, Alonzo and Pamela, are here with us now to talk more about CASA and how it changed their lives. Good to see both of you today.
Good to see you. Your story, man, it's hard to turn away from. It's powerful. What happened to you after you were stabbed?
Well, basically they said I went into a week-long shock, and I stayed in the hospital for like a week. But then I got to go home after that to my mother, and you know, I went home to my mother, and you know, basically just went back to the same thing. You know, living in you know, in poverty, and you know, like that.
You feel like you don't have anybody in your corner. How did the advocate help get you out of that situation, or help defend you, help you out?
Mm-hmm. Well, while I was in foster care, when you're in a foster home, a lot of times, you know, foster parents are more concerned with just, you know, making sure that you have your food to eat and your clothes. But what a CASA actually do is they double check on your medical, and also too they introduce you to new opportunities, especially for education. And then that's how I was able to apply to Boston College High School, and then later apply to Boston College.
All right, Pamela, I want to get to your story because I know you have a different story, but one that is similar in that it changed your life. Tell me about it and about your past and your history.
Yeah, well, I went into foster care when I was 7, and I didn't get a court-appointed special advocate till I was 15. And so you spend a lot of time in foster care, bouncing from home to homes. Your therapists change, your caseworkers change. And so when she came in, she was the first person who was there till the end.
And it's scary and complicated, and legal proceedings can go on. And even just being in court when you're a kid is threatening and intimidating. So these advocates make a huge difference, don't they?
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
How big of a need is there now for more people to work for and work with CASA?
I think there's a tremendous need for it because I feel like they just turn the light on everything, and they definitely give you better opportunities to better your life afterwards. And I think education is the key to success. And once you have an education, you can do anything.
Is it something anyone can do? Someone who wants to volunteer? Anyone out there watching who wants to make a difference?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you have some time, kids need you.
We thank you so much for sharing your stories, because you guys are living examples of the difference it can make when someone reaches out and gives a little of their heart and their time to become an advocate. I want to put the information on the screen right now. If you have the time to volunteer, it doesn't take a ton of time, but you can actually call the office. That's 303-623-5380. 303-623-5380. 5380. A little bit of your time can make a huge difference.
Yeah, congratulations to both of you, too, and for putting the time back into the organization that changed your lives. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good to have you on. Well, coming up.